Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Plandes. If you're new, you're highly welcome, and if you're returning, you're welcome back. They will roll eyes at you. This is my pretty black beautiful friend Yinkus.
Like, this person is beautiful. You don't even have to say it.
Yours. Her name is Yinka and she's a guest on this channel. You're welcome, girl.
Thank you.
So Yinka has been my friend for years now, and at this point we are siblings. We are not even friends anymore. So yeah, as you can see by the title, today we're going to be having a would you rather, and this is going to be Christian edition because yes,
why not?
As in, why not? Yeah, so sit tight and enjoy the show. Back to the video. I have a few questions here, and we're just going to be answering. I don't know. We'll answer the ones we can answer. It must not be everything. So it's like a would you rather this or that, but Christian version. So straight into the first question: would you rather have the super strength of Samson or wisdom of Solomon?
Wisdom, obviously. Wisdom of Solomon, obviously. There is strength in wisdom, actually. Imagine being able to carry a house and I'm done.
Yes, like
I'm done. It doesn't make any atom of sense. So I guess wisdom, because even with the wisdom of Solomon here, he never fought a war, so like strength would have been useless.
But like, even me, I would rather have the wisdom of Solomon than the strength of Samson though. But even with Solomon's wisdom, it was out of too much wisdom. I think he acquired a lot of wives and concubines. Yeah, like in fact the kingdom of Israel stopped at Solomon because over wisdom was disturbing him. As a means of not fighting every other nation or kingdom, he was just marrying from them. So at least when they have their child, there's no need to
I think something that is just very common about the two of them is about women.
Let's even forget about their downfall. Oh, but would you rather wisdom of I think I would rather have the wisdom of Solomon, because it would just help me like all your life decisions.
Yes,
you have so much wisdom. Nobody really needs strength this our generation. All you need is to be smart. Then would you rather have to fight the giant Goliath or fight in a war against the Philistines?
Wait, Goliath brought the Philistines with him when he came to fight David, didn't he?
But like, would you rather fight one Goliath, like you know how huge and mighty he was, or fight an army, or fight a war, like join the army and go into war against a whole?
That's tough.
Yeah, very tough.
Well,
I think I would rather fight one Goliath than an entire
fight just
army.
one person than a whole army, because you don't even know. At least when you're fighting one person, you know where the arrow and the thing is coming from.
I would rather fight Goliath.
I'd rather fight Goliath.
So, would you rather have to hide from your boss who is trying to kill you, or have your body covered in raw sores?
Let me hide.
Yes, hide from boss.
Let me hide.
Okay, will you rather be cooped up in the ark for 377 days, taking care of animals all day, or lay on your side for 390 days? Who laid on their side for
390 days?
But my own is I would rather be inside ark for 377 days and taking care of animals.
Why would I just want to lie down on one side for 390?
That's more than a year. Then would you rather glean crop leftovers from a farmer's field or make bricks out of mud and straw? I would rather glean crop leftovers from a farmer's field. I'm
very sure the Israelites went through a lot with that brick. So no. Yeah. That.
We don't have any conflicting opinions. Like we are not contradicting, we are picking the same thing.
True.
Okay, so would you rather eat only homemade bread for over a year, or eat only vegetables and fruits for the foreseeable future?
Foreseeable future as per like till when?
Till further notice. Please. Bread over a year or fruit and veggies till further notice.
Fruit time. Bread, please.
Me, I'd rather eat vegetables and fruits till further notice. Bread on the norms. I noticed
she doesn't like bread. Does it have sugar? Is it like normal? Oh, maybe. See, I'll eat bread though. On this one, bread. I don't think I can cope with vegetable and fruit.
Yeah, I can't. I love vegetables and fruit.
I don't really fancy vegetables like that.
So, okay. Would you rather be forced to marry a monarch and live in a palace for the rest of your life, or wander in the desert for 40 years?
Let me marry.
Please. Marry monarch.
Let me marry.
Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Yeah. Would you rather live through a famine or live through the 10 plagues of Egypt?
Ha! Plagues, Jesus.
But famine is also hunger. Live through a famine. I think it's the story of Joseph. There was still food in the land, even though it was famine because they prepared. Please live in that kind of famine.
Place, like, yes,
it's not that food is controlled.
But those
nobody like Jesus. I don't think anybody really went to bed hungry in Egypt for those 7 years.
I don't think so,
because they had prepared for the for that kind of period. So please live in famine. Like even though like without famine I might be able to eat 10 plates of food in a day, but during famine because like portion is controlled, yes, you can eat like maybe just 3 meals. Everybody gets breakfast, everybody gets lunch, everybody gets please that is better than plagues.
Frogs. What?
Even COVID self, we are tired of COVID. Now 10 plagues.
10 plagues of Egypt.
Please.
Reading that thing recently, I beg no.
Would you rather be baptized by John the Baptist or hear Paul speak to a crowd about Jesus?
That you understand.
I already know. Reading it, I already know what I would rather.
No, I'd rather listen in the crowd.
Yes, even I'd rather hear Paul speak to a crowd about Jesus. Honestly, like baptism is a fulfillment of all righteousness. But I think I would rather it would be so fascinating. Paul was such a speaker. Like
yes, he was.
His mouth was very swift. So I think I would rather be my spirit to be wild. I would rather listen to Paul teach about Jesus. Yes. Would you rather eat a scroll, a piece of rough paper with writing on it, or drink vinegar? Vinegar. No, would you rather 101? The thing is, before this video, I wanted us to do truth or drink, and both of us don't take alcohol, and our lives are very boring. We don't have like any juicy. So doing a truth or drink, honestly, is very boring. We don't like there's really no spicy secret or story that you say.
I think that's the truth. Or better still, we just drink the whole bottle.
So since we don't take alcohol, I'm like, if we do a truth or drink, we're going to either dilute vinegar in water, like apple cider in water, or lemon, and there was no lemon or vinegar in the house, so that's why we're like, okay, let's do a would you rather Christian edition. So yeah, please, I was already going to drink vinegar, so
I don't know.
I would rather drink vinegar than eat paper.
But after eating paper,
like vinegar is even cleansing.
Back then, they are not very light, though. They are thick.
Yeah, I don't even know whether thick or not. Vinegar is cleansing. Like already, people drink it. People that are on diet, that gym.
Drink apple cider.
Yes, so please. Then would you rather hide spice in your house or hide a baby from Pharaoh? Oh, that's so tough.
Let's hide baby.
I would rather hide spice.
I don't know. I would rather hide the baby.
Me, I rather hide spice. Why would you rather hide a baby?
A baby now. The baby is so innocent. But like, why would you want to kill a child that didn't do anything to you? Spice. I don't know if they are coming for good or for bad.
No, I would rather hide spice because I'm assuming the spice is in the case of Rahab. Do you understand?
It is in the case. Even if it's in the
because we are assuming Bible characters. Would you rather be this or that Bible character? But hiding a baby, it's so exhausting. The babies are innocent here. Like if the baby comes and goes back to God immediately, I feel like the baby does not really have anything to lose. Like, do you get? And baby is neither sinner nor saint. Like he just came and do you get? No, I don't think that there's any form of serious judgment for a baby. Me, I think I would rather hide spice, especially if they are like in the case of. But in the case of
the baby, I'd rather hide Moses.
yeah. So this is our first one that we are picking different. We have different opinions. So okay, would you rather carry the Ark of the Covenant across the Jordan River or carry Jesus' cross to Golgotha? Wow, that's tough.
Carrying the Ark of God is blessing.
Okay.
Wherever the Ark of God stays, like in the case of Obededom, yes.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
But carrying the cross too.
But the question is, if you are carrying the cross, we don't also flog you the way they were flogging. We don't also flog you the way they were flogging Jesus. I mean, you only carry the cross to Golgotha.
Because if you
just suffer part of the suffering, I mean, I just to carry the wood to Golgotha.
If it's just the wood, I don't know. I think I'll carrying the ark.
No, the thing is, the ark is such a delicate. I feel like it's such a delicate position to be in that you're handling the ark. Any small mistake, as of then, no, like even if you don't breathe well, if God does not like your breathing over the cross, you are finished. Me, I don't know, Obstina. I don't know what I would rather do. And then carrying the cross, would they also flog? Would they also flog you?
And spit on you. And then
would they also, or you only just carry the cross? Like the person that helps Jesus carry the cross. Did they also flog him? Or he just carried it? Because Christ was... I would rather carry the cross.
I don't know.
The Bible says carry your cross.
This one, I don't know what I would rather do. Because both of them. The
cross comes with cleansing of all the mistakes of carrying the ark. I'll carry the cross.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So would you rather watch Jesus heal a blind man or watch Jesus walk on water? That is so fascinating.
Walk on water, please.
Yes, please. I would rather watch Jesus walk on water. Yes, please. Yinka, don't shake our camera. Be careful. I would rather watch Jesus. I think now, like miracles, like even men can perform miracles. Like even when Jesus said the apostles did, and even now, like there are videos online of men of God healing people, whether genuine or not. There are people doing miracles of making somebody that has been held to a wheelchair for years to walk on their feet. So that it kind of sounds basic. It kind of sounds like stuff we've seen, but walking on water.
Aside Jesus and Peter,
yes,
no other person,
nobody. Like maybe not even working with the principle of science or wearing a type of shoes that was invented to make you float on water. Like literally just enter water and begin to walk on water. Please, please. Yeah. I'll be fascinated by walking on water. So would you rather be in prison for over 2 years or be swallowed by a whale?
We got provide food inside the fish. If it's that, I will be swallowed, please.
In prison for over 2 years, please. Me, I would pick, because you can even minister in the prison. You're not really starving. You eat. You can fellowship. Like if there are other
but why
Christians
would I get swallowed when I didn't even do anything?
I feel like the inside of fish will smell. Like Jonah went through a lot. I'm sorry to say, but Jonah, sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. The smell of inside a whale swallows other fishes too. Like you're not competing with other fish inside whale. Like is there chair inside? Are you lying down inside the whale? Are you sitting? Are you standing?
But whale is very big now. You have a whole lot of space to roll around and mix with the smell and
everything the whale eats every single day. You'll be encountering. And the whale swallow is just going to be for 3 days, but prison is going to be for about 2 years.
Thinking about it, yes, I think prison will be better. I was too fast about my answer. I think I should be thinking about it.
No, I'm not trying to change your mind.
No. I actually didn't think about it because the first thing that my mind went to for that prison was Nigerian prison. Oh my god.
Oh no. Even in Nigerian prison, for the sake of the gospel, please, they will give me the tush part. It cannot even be Nigerian prison. God forbid, I beg. Like prisons that have you seen abroad, like same societies and maybe developed countries, their prisons literally look like Nigerian hostel, even finer than Nigerian hostel. So like, and then if you get other believers, there are times let's talk about same societies. Like in their prison, there's sports, there's volleyball, there's basketball, there's when they go to eat, it's almost like you're going to a cafeteria, like a hostel cafeteria to eat. So you can fellowship with other brethren. Like it's just that you're confined only to that particular environment for 2 years. Like you're not going outside of the fence. But for me, please, prison for about 2 years. Then would you rather have to perform an animal sacrifice or prepare a dead body for burial?
It's death, both of them.
But do you know that there's nothing? The second one is basic to me. Prepare a body for burial. Like we are medical scientists. We do anatomical pathology. Like we handle dead people's, like dead bodies and people's body parts and all of that.
Animal sacrifice. Like I kill chicken though. So
I don't have to kill chicken. during our posting in Shagam, the histo part was attached to the mortuary, so we literally used to work in the mortuary. Like our grocery room was like, it was just a door. Like from the grocery room, you can see dead bodies. Like you don't even just turn your head. Like the hall, that there's a big hall. The hall is open. It's dead bodies. The fridges are there. And you will see when they are preparing dead bodies. So it's basic to me.
Basic, actually.
Yeah. But prepare an animal for sacrifice. How do you prepare an animal for sacrifice? That's fascinating. I would rather do that just because I don't know about it. But like the other one is not necessarily strange.
It's just it's normal.
Okay, so would you rather watch Lazarus be raised from the dead or eat with Jesus at the Last Supper? That's so tough. I want the boats.
Can we pick boats? Because Jesus,
but you have to pick one.
Dead body, and then eating with Jesus.
Would you? That was the question again. Watch Lazarus raised from the dead or eat with Jesus at the Last Supper. So in church here, like for some time towards last year, we're treating like the last discussion Jesus had at that Last Supper is like 4 chapters. John chapter, I think 13, 14, 15, 16. 4 good chapters. Like the conversation Jesus and his disciple had at one table literally took 4 chapters of the Bible, and they discussed about a whole lot. They covered almost every single thing, to the point that Judas stood up and left when the devil entered him to go and betray Jesus. To the point that apparently they were kind of gossiping on the table. I never looked at it that way until during that study, when Jesus was talking about one of you would betray me, and he was like, it's the person that dips hand in the cup. I thought he was telling all of them that it's the person that dips hand in the cup with me. Apparently he was just telling Peter and John. John was like Jesus's beloved or the closest to Jesus. So Peter was now asking John, as ask your favorite, like since you're the favorite, ask Jesus that who is the person that is going to betray you. Then Jesus now told John that it's the person that dips hand. So it was like a low-key, even on the table Jesus was having low-key conversation. That was how I read the Bible. It was so fun. Do you know, I literally put LOL in my Bible. Like I wrote, I'm like, wow. Coded talk. I'm like, coded talk, LOL. So I think Jesus told John that is the person that so John told Peter that is the person Jesus. So immediately Jesus broke bread. Judas and Jesus now dipped hand at the same time inside the cup. I'm like, the Bible is so fascinating when you read it like the way you're supposed to read it. So sweet. That table conversation, like a whole 4 chapters, what were they discussing?
The animal. I like gist. So let's go with the Last Supper.
I see. But also, I've never seen somebody raised from the dead. The fact that Lazarus has been buried for 4 good days, and Jesus said, Lazarus, come forth, and he just stood up and came forth. Please, I want to be wowed. I want the both of them.
Like the Last Supper is the both of them. Like it's, I think something somebody wants to experience. Okay, but just having a one-on-one, and God is giving you direction for almost 4 chapters.
But I would want to see Lazarus. I would say that I would want to see Lazarus because the conversation they had at the table, I think they've had the opportunity of listening to Jesus for 3 years. Yes. Even without the conversation at the table, he told them just like the last final stuff they need to know before he goes. You would have gotten enough information from Christ if you pay attention to him. In 3 good years, is remaining that one night of supper.
Can you ever get enough of the word?
You cannot. You cannot. If I've had the opportunity of being with Jesus for 3 good years,
if that is the case, so hey.
But you know, they also witnessed the Lazarus something too. Anyways, let's move on. Would you rather anoint Jesus' head with oil or wash his feet with your tears? Just pick the answer. Let me explain again.
Wash his feet.
Yes, wash his feet. Would you rather be carried to heaven in a chariot of fire or have God add 15 years to your life? Carried to heaven. If they add 15 years and the outcome of the 15 years, please, I'm telling you, please carry me to heaven. If I know, guarantee that I'm inside chariot to heaven. Like it's like grand entrance inside heaven. Chariot. Hey, please, let me go to heaven. Would you rather help rebuild the temple, or help the early church grow? Rebuild the temple. I think Nehemiah and co. Then help the early church.
We learned that in the church during this their Sabbath school manual.
Yeah,
but I think I would rather help the early church grow. They need to grow. I think because even we that are coming up.
But that early church, they were going through a lot too. They were almost like small manicure of the Israelites. Always having one issues or the other. Is it that the widows did not used to get food, or some people were proud, or they were over magnifying the gift of the Spirit? Something was always wrong with them. But yeah, help them. Nobody gets it right. We all have our confusions and our this thing. So would you rather carry the 10 commandments down from a mountain or help rebuild the walls of Jerusalem? The walls surrounding Jerusalem. Carry the 10 commandments from a lazy man's point of view. Just carry and come down.
From a lazy man's point of view. But yes.
Building is enough. Would you rather betray Jesus or deny Jesus?
None.
Would you rather pick one? Even me, none. I'd rather deny Jesus.
Yes, I would rather deny him than betray him. With the end of both of them. denying.
Okay, so this is the last question, guys. Would you rather be rescued from prison by an angel or see Jesus's empty tomb?
But seeing Jesus is empty tomb, what does he have to do?
As in, he has risen.
As in, let's be rescued.
As in, I would rather be rescued.
Let's be rescued, please.
Thank you. So I think I've exhausted most of the questions. And we wanted to work with time, so I think we're right on time. Yes, I've exhausted most of the questions. Hey, beautiful girl, thank you for being on my channel. Thank you for being a guest. I think I enjoyed this mini would you rather. So watch out for if there's a part 2, or if I get more questions, I would film again. It could be with Yinkus, it could be with a different person or a group of people. But I like this Christian edition because it brings back memories. It refreshes you. You remember a lot of Bible stories. And I just realized now that really our Christianity or our faith is not really challenged like that in this time or in our generation, I think. What do you think?
I just feel like the way the people above, in front of us are making it seem is making the younger generation feel like it's a challenge or it's a burden. And it's not supposed to be so. It's just, you know your God for yourself, and you take things at the pace you feel God wants you to take. Everybody cannot get to their final destination at the same time, and we cannot grow the same way. So it's like the easier you feel you can take it, that's the way you take it, and just tell God to let his grace abound.
Yeah, so thank you so much for being on my channel. Thank you too for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. Please, this girl cut her hand yesterday, we refused to hear words. Sorry about that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe, engage with this video. Excuse me, leave positive comments.
You can even comment about your own would you rather too. Let's see your own point of view about some of the questions that we treated.
And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Bye.